Welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Steven.
Hello, 我是 Bernice 老师。
And today is October 14th, and the topic is Put a smile on.
哇，我们今天要讲的是同学微笑 ，OK？ 那今天的课程呢是10月14号的这个课程。
So we could also say just smile as a verb, right? But here it's a noun. So when we say to smile, we can also say put on a smile.
这个 put on 的意思呢，就是要把它穿起来，把你原本的这个原本的样子遮起来，所以用 smile 来遮住你的脸。当然，你也可以把 smile 当成动词。
So here is Bacalad's Mascara Festival turns frowns upside down.
同学也可以刚刚听到 Stephen 老师念这个发音很怪，对不对哈？他的这个中文也很难翻，反正呢就是这个一个面具节，叫做巴克罗的一个微笑的一个面具节。那主要呢就是它这个面具节可以让你的 frowns 就是愁眉苦脸，把它翻转变成一个微笑哦。
So let's get started.
好，我们来开始喽。
Mascara is a yearly festival held every October in the Philippine city of Bacolod.
好，这个面具节呢，它主要是在菲律宾的巴克罗市，然后它是每一年的10月份都会举行的一个年度节庆。同学可以看到这个 held 前面省略的 which is， 然后变成一个分词的一个 pp 在这边。
So whenever an event is being held, we say that we use the verb hold to say that it's being set on that date.
我们用到这个 held， 它的原型是 hold H-O-L-D， 就是表示在什么时间举行了一个什么样的活动啦，或者什么样的庆典。
And another word that we commonly see instead of yearly is annual, A-N-N-U-A-L. It means the same thing every year.
好，另外呢 yearly 当形容词表示一年一度的，另外还有一个比较常见的字就是刚才 Stephen 老师讲的这个字 annual， 也是表示一年一度的，两个都可以哦。
And here's something I want to point out. In the Philippines, if something is Filipino, it's not spelled PH, it's spelled F-I-L-I-P-I-N-O. So that's something to look out for. So if I like to eat Filipino food, it's F-I-L-I-P-I-N-O.
如果我们把这个字当成形容词的时候呢，拼法就是刚才呢 Stephen 老师拼的，表示比如说你有一些菲律宾的食物啦，你想要吃的话，那就拼成刚才那个样子。
The name of the festival means many faces.
好，为什么这个 festival 它的名字叫面具节呢？就是因为呢，你有很多的脸会出现了。
Okay, mascara is from a Spanish word. Means crowd or a lot of people. Cara, which is supposed to be spelled C-A-R-A, it's face in Spanish, so many faces.
老师在解释这个 mascara 这个字呢，就是 mass 表示很多很多的人，一群的人。那这个 cara 的意思呢，就是指脸，很多张的脸，所以这个字叫做所谓的很多人聚在一起，然后的很多的面具节。
And there's quotations around many faces because that's a translation from mascara.
那为什么在这个 many faces 这边加了一个这个 quotation 呢？主要就是在形容这一个 mascara 它的用法。
The main parts of the festival are the exciting street parties and parades with performers in colorful masks.
这个节庆呢，到底在庆祝什么？它主要就在庆祝一些很有刺激的一些街头派对，还有呢，所有的人大家都要戴着五颜六色的面具，然后来表演的一个游行。
All right, and let's take a short break. Although it is a joyful event, mascara was inspired by tragedy.
同学，虽然这个面具节是一个非常充满欢乐的活动，你可以看到这个 joyful 后面就是 F-U-L-L， 就充满了 joy， 充满了很快乐的一个事件 event， 通常是讲一个比较重大的一个活动或事件。但是其实呢，面具节是由 tragedy 悲惨的一个悲剧所 inspired 所启发出来的。
All right, joyful here, you could also use the adjective happy, right? So although it is a happy event, mascara was inspired by tragedy, and tragedy is another word for a sad happening or a sad event.
这个 joyful 简单的话呢，就是同学 happy 的意思。那这个 tragedy 呢，就是表示一个很悲伤的一个故事或者是一个 event。
The first edition of the festival was held in 1980.
好，那这个面具节呢，它的一个历史呢，就是这个第一个刚开始出现第一届 edition， 就是它的一个活动的第一届的这个节庆呢，是在1980年所被举行的，所以你这边可以看到很清楚，因为你的主词呢是 festival， 是一个事件，所以呢这个举行呢你就要用被动式。
All right. In addition, this is an interesting word to use here because a lot of times you see edition for like the 6th edition of a magazine or a book. So sometimes it's for literature pieces, but for here it's just saying the first time that the festival was held.
这个 edition 这个字呢，有时候你会看到，比如说有一些书啦或杂志第1版、第2版这样子，我们会用到这个字。那在这边呢，就是指它的第一次这个节庆的这个开始的时候。
All right. And then oftentimes I hear people say 1980. It might sound like in Taiwan, I hear a lot of friends might go 1918, like that.
Okay.
They close the word too early. So in order to make 80 sound a lot more clear, even though it's E-I-G-H-T-Y, the T sounds more like D. And then you open your mouth so you don't make it close too early. So 80 and not 18.
同学，这个18跟80这个念法稍微注意一下。如果它是10多少的就是 T-E-E-N 结尾的，你就可以把尾巴稍微拉长一点，但是你也不需要那么夸张 18 不用拉这么长 OK。 那这个80呢，你就可以把尾巴短一点，然后把那个 T 呢，它的 T-Y 的 T 念起来比较像的音，所以有 D 的那个感觉。
Bacolod had recently been named as the City of Smiles. But in fact, it was not a happy time.
这一个城市呢，最近被人家命名为微笑之城。同时我们可以看到这边有一个片语叫做 be named as， 就是被称之为、被命名为什么东西。可是呢，其实实际上呢 it was not a happy time。 虽然它被称为微笑之城，可是在那个时候，同学你看它用 was， 就是在当时的时候呢，其实呢这一个城市被称为微笑之城的那个当时呢，它并不是一个很快乐的时期。
So notice here that had been named is the past participle form of the verb because this is back then. If it was right now, like recently they had been named, then it would be Bacolod has recently been named. But since we're talking about the past, it's the past participle form of this verb. So please notice that.
OK， 这边我们同学看到 recently， 一般同学会说，老师这个字不是最近吗？可是他现在讨论的是之前在1980年那个时候面具节刚出来的那个时候，所以呢他用到的是过去完成式。不过呢不管怎么样 recently 你要用的时候都是要用完成式，只是这个是发生在过去时，所以用的是过去完成。
And also earlier we saw many faces is mascara's translation, which we use quotations. Here we're using quotations again because this is another name for the city Bacolod.
这边同学有看到这个 quotation 的出现。刚才我们有提到呢，它是主要是因为他在解释那个它的 mascara 这个字的意思，所以用了 many faces。那现在呢是在讲这一个城市它有另外一个名称，所以我们也用了 quotation。And
here, but in fact, if you think that's a little bit difficult to use, if you substitute in fact with actually, that might be easier for you. So, Bacolod had recently been named as the City of Smiles, but actually it was not a happy time.
其实这个 in fact 是比较正式，我们讲事实上的用法。另外一个同学可以用 actually, A-C-T-U-A-L-L-Y 放在这边也是可以的。
The sugarcane industry, which the city relied heavily on, was suffering.
当时呢，这个城市呢，他们有所谓的这个甘蔗的产业sugar cane industry 就是它这个产业。那这个产业是怎么样的呢 ？Which 同学可以看到这个冠带前面加了逗点，因为它特别是指在这个巴克罗市当时的这个依赖的这个甘蔗产业，所以加了一个逗点。这个 city 呢，怎么样的一个产业呢？是 relied heavily on， 还是要用过去式因为我们都在讲之前那是这个城市呢非常非常依赖倚重的 heavily 就是很重的意思 ，rely on 就是表示依靠依赖的意思。当时它这个产业正在 suffering， 正在受到一些苦难。
So here, the word sugarcane, I think is very interesting. In Chinese, it's very, very different. But in English, sugar, which is the sweet thing that we eat, cane is something long. So if you've seen a sugar cane in real life, you know that it's a long pole and you have to bite on it to get the sweet sugarness out of it. So I think it's an interesting name in English, but very different from Chinese.
对，这个 sugar cane 呢，在中文我们翻译成甘蔗嘛，哈。那其实同学知道 sugar 就是甜的东西，哈。那 cane 呢就是长长的这个棒状的东西。那你总不能把它放成甜棒啊，这听起来好怪啊，所以我们把它翻译成甘蔗。总之就是你可以拿在手上，你可以这样子咬的。
So here, which the city relied heavily on, the part that's in between the commas, that part is just helping the sentence describe the industry, the sugarcane industry, but it's not necessarily mandatory, which means it's not necessarily very, very important. So if you took out that part, it would be the sugarcane industry was suffering. That would be a complete sentence as well. It's just the part in between the commas is actually helping the sentence.
从这中间我们刚刚看到一个像插入的一个句型呢，其实呢它就是一个形容词的子句嘛，然后主要它是要修饰前面的它的这个甘蔗的这个产业，那中间这两个形成，其实在英文上我们叫同位语，也就是说你把中间这一块其实拿掉，并不会完全的影响这个句子的句意，那中间加上去呢，只是让前面这一个甘蔗产业更明确的告诉你说是这个城市当时非常依赖的一个产业。
So the word suffering, this adjective, if it's for a person, that means in pain. But if it's for the industry or something that's not living, that means it's losing a lot or it's not doing well.
这个 suffering 在这边当形容词，如果它形容的是人的话，表示这个人呢受到了一些极大的苦难啦，或者是痛苦。那在这边呢是形容一个产业，所以表示说，那个产业可能表现的当时不是很好。
To make matters worse, many of the locals had recently lost friends and family in a sea accident in which a passenger ship crashed into a tanker and sank.
好，同学，接下来灾难就开始了。为什么呢？因为他说了 to make matters worse。刚刚我们才讲，它的甘蔗产业在当时已经受到打击了，现在更糟了。糟的是什么呢？Many of the locals， 同学就是 local people or local residents， 他们的当地居民呢，在那个时候才怎么样？不久前才失去了他们的朋友跟他们的家人。怎么样失去的呢？ In a sea accident， 在一次海难之中。而在这个海难之中呢 in which， 所以这个 which 就是指前面的这个 sea accident， 在这个海难之中呢，有一个所谓的 passenger ship， 就是当时的这个所谓的客运船。这个客运船发生什么事？ crash boom into 撞上去了，撞上去所谓的一个 tanker， 当时的一个游轮，你可想而知当时的这个惨状。然后呢，接下来就沉船了。
All right, so here, to make matters worse is something we often say in English, to say something bad happened on top of something bad that we mentioned before. If you think matters is a difficult word, you can also change it to make things worse.
另外一个讲法呢，更糟糕的是另外一个讲法，你可以把 matters 换成 things。主要呢，这个片语就是在说明你之前已经发生了一件很糟的事，那现在这个事情变得更糟糕了。
The city council decided that a local festival would be the perfect thing to pull everyone out of their sadness and help improve the economy.
同学发生了这么样的一个悲剧，因此呢，当时他们的这个市议会呢就决定了，他们说呢要举办一个当地的一个庆典节目的一个活动。那这个节庆呢，主要呢认为他们当时认为是一个 perfect thing， 是一个最棒最好的一个方法，可以把每一个人从他们的 sadness， 从他们的悲伤里面都拉出来，有没有？因为大家呢失去了朋友啦，失去了亲人，然后呢，主要也是因为这一个 festival 可以呢帮助当地呢可以怎么样改善他们的经济。
Also, anytime you see the word council, you know it's a body that helps govern like something. So let's see, city council, it's a government body that is counseling, that is taking care of the city.
这个 council 这个字呢，就是表示议会啦。那主要这个议会它的功能呢，就是在负责这个管理啦，或者是帮助这个当地的城镇。
All right, and also the word thing here. It has a lot of ways to use it, but don't be afraid to use it for something like the best thing to do or the perfect thing to do. This word thing has a lot of uses in the English language.
Thing 这个字，同学它有在中文里面太多的解释，你可以解释成东西啦、事件、一个事情哈。所以呢，其实你在用这个字的时候呢，你就可以加一个形容词在前面啦，让你这个 thing 感觉呢更明确。所以像这边的 the perfect thing 也可以改成 the best thing 最好的一个方法。
Let's take a short break. Today, mascara is a major draw for tourists visiting the Philippines.
到了今天呢，这个面具节呢，对于很多的这个要去菲律宾观光的这些游客来说呢，是一个非常 major 一个主要的很大的一个 draw， 就是一个吸引力。因为刚才不是讲了吗？他们当地的市政府呢，要让这样的一个悲伤，好，大家的悲伤可以从这样的 festival 里面可以脱离，那同时可以增加观光，增加这个经济最好的方法就是观光业，所以呢，可以对于这个要去菲律宾观光的人，这个面具节就是很大的吸引力了。
So here in the very beginning, we see the word today and a comma. So it's really important we have the setting in the very beginning because we were just talking about the history of mascara before.
对，我们为什么把 today 放在这个句子的一开头呢？因为我们才刚刚在前面提到了这个面具节，所以我们先要讲现在我们要讲的这个目前的面具节，所以加了一个 today 在句首。
For draw as a noun here, you could also use the word attraction, which means the same thing, to get people to come. Attraction is spelled A-T-T-R-A-C-T-I-O-N.
好 draw 这个字呢，在这边当的是名词，就是吸引，那就是刚才 Stephen 老师换的那个同义字，两个意思都是一样的。
The festival runs for several weeks and includes parades, parties, fireworks, performances of music and dance, and, of course, more smiling masks than you can imagine.
好，接下来这个庆典要怎么样让大家从这个悲伤之中呢，可以赶紧的出来，然后可以增加他们的经济呢？所以它里面包含了非常多的活动。首先第一个，它这个节庆呢，为期它的时间呢 runs for， 就是它一直这样不断的运行下去，要有好几个礼拜。那它里面包含的活动有包含哪一些？哇，同学都是 Bernice 老师最喜欢的。第一个有所谓的游行，再来是 parties， 好，到处都有这个派对，然后还有哇，好漂亮的，好炫目的这个所谓的烟火，还有呢音乐的这些表演，还有跳舞。那当然不可以缺少的就是它里面还有很多很多，你会看到这些微笑的这个面具会出现。那这些面具多到你简直怎么样，超过你所可以想象的。
So whenever something, an event, expands over a certain amount of time, we use the verb run for. So the festival, it runs for several weeks. It goes on for several weeks. So we often use run as the verb.
当我们要形容呢一样这个，比如说事件啦，或者是一个什么东西，它持续的一直不断的进行，那这时候我们就用到这个片语叫 run for。
Okay, also if you look further into the sentence, performances of music and dance, we could put music and dance in front of performances, okay? So we could say parties, fireworks, music and dance performances.
这是另外一个用法，就是说我们要讲到这个音乐啦，或者是跳舞的这些表演，你也可以把 music and dance 当成一个主体，然后修饰那个 performances， 所以它放在前面也是可以的。
And then here, if you want to say of course, and of course, since we're talking about mascara, which means many faces, which is the theme of this parade, and we would say and of course, and make sure the intonation goes up to emphasize that we're talking about the main theme of this whole excerpt. More smiling masks than you can imagine, since we're talking about mascara.
因为同学，我们这个呢主题就是在讲面具节，那当然可想而知呢，你一定会看到很多微笑的面具出现，所以我们这边讲到那个 and of course， 那个语调会稍微往上，就是那当然我们就必须要谈到这个 smiling masks 这个东西，然后呢是多到超乎你可以想象的。
All right, so now let's go into the review, all right?
那我们来复习一下咯。
All right, let's start the review.
那我们来复习一下咯。
Frown.
愁眉苦脸皱眉头的。
Annual.
一年一度的。
Parade.
游行
joyful,
欢乐的
tragedy,
悲剧
had recently,
最近
rely on,
依靠的依赖的
suffering,
正在遭受打击
crash into,
嘣撞上去
attraction,
吸引力
and imagine.
想象
All right, so it seems like mascara is something that seems really fun, huh?
Really, yeah.
Maybe we should check it out sometimes.
下次有同学有机会我们也一起去瞧一瞧吧
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
OK,
Bye-bye.
bye.
第32页，全球节庆，微笑巴克罗面具节。
Put a smile on.
Mascara is a yearly festival held every October in the Philippine city of Bacolod. The name of the festival means many faces. The main parts of the festival are the exciting street parties and parades with performers in colorful masks. Although it is a joyful event, mascara was inspired by tragedy. The first edition of the festival was held in 1980. Bacolod had recently been named as the City of Smiles, but in fact, it was not a happy time. The sugarcane industry, which the city relied heavily on, was suffering. To make matters worse, many of the locals had recently lost friends and family in a sea accident in which a passenger ship crashed into a tanker and sank. The city council decided that a local festival would be the perfect thing to pull everyone out of their sadness and help improve the economy. Today, mascara is a major draw for tourists visiting the Philippines. The festival runs for several weeks and includes parades, parties, fireworks, performances of music and dance, and of course, more smiling masks than you can imagine.